Otep is an American metal band formed in the fall of 2000 in Los Angeles, California, fronted by singer Otep Shamaya. They have released 2 EPs, 6 studio albums, and 1 live album. As of December 2013, they are no longer under their previous label Victory Records and currently are signed with Napalm Records. History. Early years, Jihad and Sevastra. Otep began as a band in Los Angeles, California, in late 2000. The name Otep is from Otep Shamaya's stage name and is an anagram for poet. They were invited to play Ozzfest before they had signed to a label after Sharon Osbourne witnessed their live performance. They have since played Ozzfest several times. Otep signed with Capitol Records after a few shows and without a demo, purely on the power of their live performance. They started gigging around Los Angeles a lot and released the Jihad EP in 2001. The band released their album Sevastra with Terry Date on June 18, 2002, and then played several gigs at the Ozzfest and was considered one of the prime bands there in 2002. Their first time at Ozzfest was in 2001 with their 8th gig. The first album peaked at 145 on the Billboard 286 on the UK Albums Chart. House of Secrets. On July 27, 2004, Otep released their second album House of Secrets and it was produced by Greg Wells. The album peaked at 93 on the Billboard 200 and 102 on the French chart. The Ascension. After 3 years of touring, on March 20 during 2007 they signed to Koch Records and they released their third album titled The Ascension and supported it with constant touring with Static X starting in the spring of 2007. Despite the original release date, the album was delayed indefinitely due to the recent Capitol Virgin Records merger. It peaked at 81 on the Billboard 206 on the US independent charts. The album also had about 10,200 album copies sold in its first week of release. Smash the Control Machine. In 2009, Otep signed with Victory Records. Their 2009 album, Smash the Control Machine, released August 18 during 2009, included a reunion with former members Mark Moke-Bistany on drums and Rob Patterson on guitar. The album also featured Koichi Fukuda on piano, and Emily Autumn on violin, and a co-write with songwriter Holly Knight, which resulted in You're a Woman Now. Holly Knight previously co-wrote Perfectly Flawed with Otep on The Ascension. It peaked at 47 on the Billboard 206 on the US independent charts. The band appeared with 2 Cents, Five Finger Death Punching Shadows Fall on the Shock and Raw tour of North America in the fall of 2009. On September 30, 2010, bassist Jay Maguire left the band. Otavist and Sounds Like Armageddon. During April 26, 2011, Otep released their 5th studio album, Otavist. The album peaked at 61 on the Billboard 200, 10 on the independent charts and 19 on the US rock charts. On November 6, 2012, Otep released their first live album, Sounds Like Armageddon. Hydra and recent activity. In an interview, Otep Shamaya has stated that Hydra will be her band's final album. The album was released on January 22, 2013 and peaked at 133 on Billboard 200. However, the band is still touring and have tours in places such as the USA's East Coast and Australia for their Sounds of Armageddon tour. In early 2014, Otep confirmed on her personal Facebook account and her band account that another album would be made. A release date has not yet been confirmed. In April 2014, Otep have signed a new management deal with Cam 9.8 Michelation Group, a company founded by Slipknot, S acrobatic DJ Sid Wilson and his business partners Sinan Hamid. The co-act with Cam 9.8 never got a sequel, and in early September 2015 Otep announced on her Facebook page that the band has signed a new management deal with Napalm Records, and that a new album will be released in spring 2016. There has yet to be announced the specific release date. Signing with Napalm Records is one of the most exciting alliances a unregistered trademark they ever made. I have no unregistered trademark T felt this excited to write a new album since Sevastra unregistered trademark theory unregistered trademark a lot of work to do, a lot of music to write, a lot of things to say, a lot of injustices to confront and a lot of madness to summon and capture. To be able to forge this sacred alchemy with the dark brilliance of producer Howard Benson is a dream come true. Style and influences, the band's style is primarily nu metal. The band is also considered alternative metal as well. Other than that, the band has also been labeled as goth metal, rap metal, industrial metal and death metal. AllMusic has described the band as art house nu metal. The band's influences include Black Sabbath, Tool, Deftones, Korn, The Doors, Slipknot, Slayer, L7, Babes in Toyland, Hole and Nirvana. While Otep's style is primarily nu metal, Otep's music incorporates elements of death metal. Awards. In 2004, the music video for their single Warhead was on the top 10 of MTV Headbangers Ball. In 2010, Otep was nominated for a GLAAD Media Award for Outstanding Music Artist for their album Smash the Control Machine during the 21st GLAAD Media Awards. Band members. Current members Otep Shamaya Euro vocals, Ari Mihalopoulos, guitar, Corey Wolford, bass, Justin Kier, drums. Former members Tava Marsh Euro guitar, Dave Spooky Aguilera Euro guitars, Mark Mokbistany Euro drums, Rob Patterson Euro guitars, Jason Evil J Maguire Euro bass, Karma Singh Chima, guitar, Brian Haggis Wolf, drums. Touring musicians Lane Maverick Euro guitar, Lee Rios Euro guitar, Scotty Ch Euro guitar, Aaron Nordstrom Euro guitar, Stephen Barbala Euro guitar, Scott Coogan Euro drums, David Lopez Euro drums, Doug Pellerin Euro drums, Dave Gentry Euro drums, Chasing Cox Euro drums, Joe Fox Euro drums, Chase Brickenden, drums, Eric Tysinger, bass. Discography. Albums Studio albums. Live albums. Extended plays Singles Promotional singles. References. External links, Otep official site, Otep on Facebook, Unrated Magazine's review of The Ascension, Otep's Next Step, by Nki Dandria, Phoenix New Times, Hard Rock Albums Charts on Billboard.